Chapter 6, Module 6, Motivation in Practice. Money as a motivator, considered most important and effective. Includes pay and fringe benefits, helps fulfill needs. Example, food, shelter, self-esteem. Has a high balance expectancy theory, since it can satisfy a large variety of needs. Must be clearly tied to performance. Provides competitive advantage for attracting, recruiting, and retaining employees. Piece rate. A pay system in which individual workers are paid a certain sum of money for each unit of production completed. Variations include basic wage plus piece rate. Can be individual or team-based. Wage incentive plans. Various systems that link pay to performance on production jobs, shown to substantially improve productivity. Potential problems with wage incentives. Lowered quality due to increased speed. Differential opportunities. Equal access to resources. When there is unequal access to resources, there might be differential opportunities. Reduce cooperation, incompatible job design, or inability to link incentives to individual performance, restriction of productivity, artificial limitation of work output by employees. Merit plans, systems that attempt to link pay to performance on white-collar jobs. Objective indicators of individual performance are more difficult to find. Tangible signal that employees' performance is on track. Merit can improve performance, but many systems are ineffective because of low discrimination. Management ability to reluctance to differentiate good poor performance. Small increases, too small to be effective. Lump sum bonuses are more visible and motivating. Pay secrecy can damage the motivational effect of well-designed merit plans. Damages perception of link between performance and rewards. Perception of inequity with others. In this graph, we can see an example of misconceptions caused by pay secrecy. A manager's estimates of pay earned by boss, peers, and subordinates. What we can see here is the actual pay. The manager's boss is underestimated. The manager's average peers overestimated, and the manager's average subordinate overestimated. So we can see the only pay that is underestimated is the one of the boss, but overestimates peer, overestimates subordinate. Incentive pay and merit pay plans tend to be individualized. Companies need to foster cooperation and teamwork. It is important to align employee goals with those of the organization. Profit sharing, the return of some company profit to employees in the form of a cash bonus or a retirement supplement. Many factors affecting profits are beyond an individual employee's control. Example, economy. Difficult to connect one's own job tasks to overall profits, especially in larger firms. Employee stock ownership plans, ESOPs. Incentive plans that allow employees to own a set amount of a company's shares and provide employees with a stake in the company's future earnings and success. Helps attract and retain talent, creates an ownership culture, Focuses on organizational performance. Falling profits or share prices can be demotivating. Gainsharing, a group pay incentive plan based on productivity or performance improvements over which the workforce has some control. Joint employee management participation is important. Single focus may ignore other important objectives. Payout is based on cost savings, not profitability. Skill-based pay for knowledge, a system in which people are paid according to the number of job skills they have acquired. Increased flexibility for both company and employee. High training costs. Job design, the structure, content, and configuration of a person's work tasks and roles. Moneyed attempts to capitalize on extrinsic motivators. Job design attempts to capitalize on intrinsic motivators. Some tasks are more motivating than others. Traditional view of job design: simplification, specialization, and standardization. Close supervision. Piece rate pay as a motivator. Met lower level needs of a basically uneducated workforce. Job scope refers to the breadth and depth of a job. Breadth, number of different activities performed on a job. Depth, degree of worker discretion or control over how tasks are performed. High-scope jobs tend to provide more intrinsic motivation than low-scope jobs. Job scope can be increased by offering employees stretched assignment, challenging opportunities. Job rotation, rotating employees to different tasks and jobs in an organization. Here we can see a graph where we compare, or we see, job depth and job breadth from low to high and from low to high in job breadth. Traditional assembly line job has low depth and low breadth. Quality control equipment monitoring, quality control or equipment monitoring has low job breadth, but it has job depth. An assembly line or utility worker has breadth, but it has low job depth. And for example, a manager's job or a professor has high job depth and high job breadth. Job characteristics model, JCM, job characteristic models, shows there are 5 core job characteristics that are strong potential to motivate workers. These 5 core characteristics are: 1. Skill variety, the opportunity to do a variety of job activities using various skills and talents. 2. Autonomy, the freedom to schedule one's own work activities and decide work procedures. 3. Task significance, the impact that a job has on other people. 4. Task identity, the extent to which a job involves doing a complete piece of work from beginning to end. 5. Feedback, information about the effectiveness of one's work performance. Job Diagnostic Survey, JDS, is a questionnaire used to measure the motivating potential of core job characteristics. The motivating potential score, NPS, of a job is calculated using the following formula. Motivating potential score is skill variety task plus task variety plus task significance divided by 3 times autonomy times feedback. Core job characteristics lead to critical psychological states that lead to outcomes. Moderating influences. Job relevant skills and knowledge. Growth needs strength. The extent to which people desire to achieve higher order need satisfaction by performing their jobs. Context satisfactions. Here we see a graph about job characteristics model. Core job characteristics can be skill variety, task identity, task significance, autonomy, feedback from job. There are 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Critical psychological states. With skill variety, task identity, and task significance, we have experienced meaningfulness of the work. In autonomy, experienced responsibility for outcomes of the work. That's critical psychological state. Feedback from job is knowledge of the actual result of the work activities. Then we have the outcomes, and the outcomes are going to be high internal work motivation, high growth satisfaction, high general job satisfaction, high work effectiveness. And the moderators are the knowledge and skill, growth needs strength, and context satisfaction. Job enrichment, the design of jobs to enhance intrinsic motivation, quality of work life, and job involvement. Job involvement, a cognitive state of psychological identification with one's job and the importance of work to one's total self-image. Core job characteristics are positively related to job involvement. Rearranging core characteristics can enrich jobs, combine tasks, establish external client relationships, establish internal client relationships, reduce supervision, increase autonomy, form work teams, make feedback more direct. Potential problems with job enrichment. Poor diagnosis. Example of organizational needs. Job enlargement. Adding same level tasks, but leaving other core characteristics unchanged. Job engorgement. Enriching jobs that are already too rich. Potential problems. Lack of employee desire or skills. Demand for rewards, more pay, union resistance, supervisory resistance.